I'm joined by Galway hurler Paraic Mannion. You're having a stormer of a season. There's lots of people saying that you might be up for hurler of the year yet. Now I know you're going to say, "Oh, sure, nothing's planned yet," but it must be nice that people are saying these things about you.
Look, as a player at this stage of the year, you don't really be thinking about that. You're just trying to play as well as you can every game you go out and do your job for the team. And look, it's this, them awards don't be given out till November, and you can time enough worrying about them till then.
And what do you do? Do you look perhaps at your performance at one game? Do you pick out things you've done well, look at things maybe that didn't go so well, and then tweak it? Is that your own process?
Yeah, that's what you have to try and do. If you're resting on your last game, you're going to have a bit of trouble in your next one. So you just have to try and improve all the time. And look, that's, as I said, that's what we'll be trying to do now going into the next one.
There's probably also a little bit of you're probably quite used to it because you come from a family of hurlers like the Burks and that kind of thing. So probably from a very young age you've been jostling for position, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we've had a few tough battles in the garden, right, and at club training, right. But look, it's great to have two from a club and two from a family involved. And look, it's there's a great buzz around, and even from last year, you could see it in the club. There was a great kind of give a great lift to the club. And even we were talking about it earlier with the minors now, with the clubs that are involved there. A lot of East Galway clubs that wouldn't be classed as real hurling clubs. It's great to see that kind of them clubs developing and becoming stronger. And we recently won the intermediate as well, so becoming a senior club was massive for us. And we've Sean Blaine is involved with under 21s as well. So yeah, look, it's great. And when we go back to the clubs, we'll be trying to do all we can for them as well.
Because the club championship in Galway, there's no other word for it but vicious.
Yeah, I suppose with the big break as well in between, it's kind of different. It's new to everyone really, and I know every county's the same, but it's great for the lads. At least they know now that when the fixtures will be, and if they want to go on holidays and stuff like that, they don't have to be worrying about clashing with games and stuff like that.
But is it strange to go from playing with your teammates to all of a sudden wanting to nearly poke the head off them?
I suppose at training matches with Galway as well, you'd be jostling for positions and stuff like that. They can be intense enough at times, and when you go back to the club, while you're togged out with your club, you're just trying to do all you can with them, and you just whatever happens in the field then would be left on it. Because when you could play with your club on a Sunday and be back training with Galway on a Monday, so you kind of have to park any feelings you have from that club game, and you could just put the ego to the side and just get on with it.
Hard to do at times, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's hard to do at times, especially if your club wasn't successful at the weekend. But look, you just have to stop feeling sorry for yourself and get on with it.
The restructure actually of the championship this year, the whole idea was that club games would get a bit more prominence and get a bit more, I suppose, organisation to their calendar. I'm not sure it's worked out that way. What's your own assessment of it so far?
Well, I suppose at least they know now when their games are going to be, and you can designate your two club games at the start of the summer just to the club, and then you have a break. So like for holidays, and even if people want to go on J1s and things like that, it would have been something that people would have missed out on down through the years because they would have sat at home for one club hurling game maybe. So at least now they know that, look, I've no game, I can plan this, plan that, and then you can get ready for it again whenever it is. And
you're very near Caltra, which is obviously a football stronghold here in Galway. It must be nice for you this Saturday to see the big ball in All Ireland semi-final, and you get to be a fan.
Yeah, it's great. They haven't been in the semi-final in a while now. It's great for them. I know a few of them, and they're putting in an awful lot of work and the training they do, and it's great to see them back in the semi-final, and to get to play Dublin is it's great for them, and it'll be a massive test. But I'm sure they're really looking forward to it, and it'd be nice to watch a game in Croke Park, and put the feet up, and instead of feeling the bit of pressure that you're playing it.
Do you guys have much interaction because it's a dual county? Would your paths cross at all when you're training and that kind of thing?
Early in the year when we'd be training in Lough George, there the footballers would be there sometimes, so you get to know a few of them. I was in college with Damien Comer as well, so I know him fairly well, and we'd keep in touch. But look, as I said, it's just great to have the two teams that are in two All-Ireland semi-finals in the same year, and look, it would be great for them if they could make it to the finals. It's a lot different of a game. The football is a lot more physical, and you have to be fit.
Really?
I suppose there's more tackles. You can only tackle with your hands and stuff like that. But look at the fitness levels are probably higher as well. And look at this. I'm sure the way they defend and stuff like that, you could definitely take learnings from that. And I'm not sure could they take much from the hurling side of it now. But
So we're just going to look at Limerick very, very briefly. Obviously, I know what you're going to say. They're a great team. We've great respect for them. They're great men. Their leadership. They've got all this, that, and the other. What does Galway have that they don't have?
I don't know. I'm not going to go into comparing the two teams now. And you said it yourself there. We've looked at great respect for what they've done and their management team. And an awful lot of them have success at underage. And they'll be looking to that to try and get them over the line. And look at the games we've come through as well. By a point or whatever, it's massive for our character and the confidence you can take from that. And look, when you get to a final, you're just trying to focus on yourself and get your own performance right, because if you don't, you'll only be regretting it afterwards, and that's what we'll be trying to do now.